Right now at 4 o'clock, we're keeping you weather aware as we feel dangerous heat. Meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees is timing out when it will feel the hottest and when we could potentially see some storms. Plus, the cause of a massive apartment fire in South Charlotte is revealed, and now dozens are trying to figure out where to go next. And they're hot travel destinations to some, but home for others. How some communities seeing a surge in tourists are now trying to keep them from coming in droves. And as I mentioned before, we're staying weather aware right now as we feel the impacts of this extreme heat across the Carolinas. Thank you for joining us for the news at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Sturdivant. Right now, a heat advisory is in effect in most of our area. Let's take a look outside. You see that bug on the top of your screen that says 99 degrees, but it feels like 105 degrees outside. It is scorching hot. This is a live look over uptown Charlotte, courtesy of our view cam. Let's go right over to meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees. And Brittany, simply put, it is hot.
Yes, Nick, the hottest day of the year. It's tied for it at 99 degrees, and half of the weekend is going to bring some relief. We'll talk about how long that relief does last, Nick. That's coming up.
All right, thank you, Brittany. And as we keep you weather aware, we want to remind you that it's important to stay hydrated if you're outside. Like Brittany just said, we're expecting extreme heat this weekend. We've seen many families hanging out near the water today to try to stay cool.
Take the kids out to the splash pad over here and take a day off of the pool and let them run around a little bit and beat the heat.
And head over to WCNC.com for a full list of resources to help keep you cool during these hot temperatures. Right now, nearly 30 people are without a home after a massive fire tore through a South Charlotte apartment complex. And we now know what caused it. Dozens of firefighters spent about an hour working to get the flames under control. Tonight, we're learning a candle left on the balcony is to blame. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker joins us live in South Charlotte. Austin, just a very sad day for a lot of people there.
Yeah, this is incredibly terrible to hear. Obviously, people lost just about everything, and some only escaped with the close of $4 million. Nick?
Just so scary, Austin. And Austin, have other organizations helped out?
Yeah, so that's the silver lining here. You know, when things like this happen, for now, we are live in South Charlotte. Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte. Nick?
Again, Austin, as you mentioned, a silver lining for those folks. All right, thank you, Austin. Meantime, investigators are also looking into two other fires just hours ago. Concord Fire telling us it responded to a blaze on Hearth Lane this morning. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the two-story home was badly damaged. We're working to find out how the fire started. Investigators are also trying to figure out what caused this overnight fire in East Charlotte. It happened on Lakeside Drive. Charlotte Fire believes it may have been caused by smoking materials that were thrown out or fireworks. Officials tell us the fire left 3 people without homes and caused nearly $90,000 in damage. Meantime, the search continues for a missing person on Lake Norman. Crews have been searching for them since yesterday afternoon. The Cornelius Fire Department is leading the search with the help of the Huntersville and Denver Fire Departments. Authorities are asking boaters to stay away from marker D4 and nearby Sandbar as crews continue their search. Meanwhile, 3 people are fighting for their lives right now, and another is hurt after 3 separate shootings in Charlotte. This happened overnight, and this first one happened on Northwood Drive in Northwest Charlotte. Medic tells us one person is now in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. The second happened shortly after on Babbling Brook Lane in West Charlotte. Medic confirming 2 people were shot there, with 1 seriously hurt. Medic also confirming to us another person was seriously hurt in a shooting on West Trade in the 4th Ward. We have reached out to CMPD as we learn more on these cases. We'll continue to update you on air and online. And as these stories develop, you can find the very latest information online at WCNC.com and on the free WCNC Charlotte mobile app. President Biden today reiterating he's not going anywhere after the White House says the president was seen by his doctor days following the debate amid mounting pressure over his fitness for office. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell reports. And some wealthy Democratic donors like Abigail Disney, whose grandfather co-founded the media giant, say they will no longer donate to the party until President Biden drops out of the race. Well, still ahead on the news at 4 o'clock, more people are traveling to popular destinations for vacation, but the people who live there say there are too many tourists. How some communities are trying to combat the surge. Plus, an American rugby player hopes to help her team go for gold in Paris, and she's hoping to share a message of support.
A heat advisory remains in effect across the entirety of our local area, all the spots shaded in orange through 8 o'clock this evening. But will we expect another one to be issued tomorrow? And what about on Sunday for the entirety of your weekend? Will the heat remain? Forecasts coming up.